Ahora va.
It's not English, and you're in English class, by the way.
You can go ahead. Like I'm already recording. Yeah, sure. This is going
Okay,
to be
fine.
the first thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so how? Oof, sorry, blooper. I don't even know what to say.
Go ahead.
Okay,
Hi,
so
she is Maria. Sorry for the gallo. And I'm Marce. So,
okay, so hi, this is Maria,
hi, this is Marce. Yeah, nice.
and this is our podcast.
Yes. Sorry, no hablo English because, as you see,
Exactly.
like there is some Spanish things here.
Yeah.
So
Can we just begin? Can we just start again?
no. No, no.
Oh, okay, fine. So
Okay.
basically, today, I'm going to be brutally honest now. We didn't know what to talk about because we had some ideas and they were cool, but we were not really sure. So then we're just having like a normal conversation, and Marce asked me, "Do you think people really change?" And that was kind of cool because we just got into a conversation that was actually getting somewhere. And yeah, we decided why not record just, a conversation about this. Let's see if we agree, if we don't agree, right?
Yeah, sure. Like, sorry. The point here is just like a few days ago, in fact, like a week ago. Yeah. I just shared with her, no, to her.
I just want.
I
What did you say again?
shared. Sorry for the H.
Ah,
I
okay. I shared with her.
Yeah. Okay. Then okay. A podcast about like one girl saying like that girls mature before, not before, like she was pretty mature for her age. And then I was thinking like what that means.
Okay.
And when I just went deeper to that, like I was okay. If she
Into
say
that,
into
I
that,
went deeper into that.
I went deeper into that. Um, I was just thinking like what that means, like what is maturity,
Hmm.
and how did you just like go to that? Like you are more mature, and that means because you are like trying to evolve and being, well, just changing that you are a child to you are an adult. Maybe I don't know. You are more mature, but you don't. I don't really know what that means.
Okay, so
Um,
basically, you heard someone say, like, I'm quite mature for my age, and that got you thinking, like, okay, what does that mean?
yeah,
Like, how do you know if you're mature or not?
exactly. And you know that process of just like changing. That's why I was like, okay, do you think like people change? I was just like relating to things,
Okay. Okay. He didn't
and
mention this part before, by the way. Now he's giving me context, and now I'm getting like kind of like the background of the question, which is really cool. Thanks for sharing that.
you know, like I'm always um, okay. So yeah, that's the point. Like, how is the thing? Because this was related to this like conversation with the will you come back or just like go back to any of your exes,
Ah,
and this
you.
is the maturity, if they really changed or not, and like that part of things.
Okay, I see where you're going. Okay, so basically, from this question about maturity, we started wondering about change. And then from there, it's like, okay, if you really are able to change, would you go back with any of your exes? And then there's a lot of questions that kind of like erase from the fact of change itself,
Hmm.
right? So, okay, first of all, plain and simple. Do you think people actually change? Yes or no?
Yes, I think that people can change, and people do change.
Mhm.
But the point is, I don't think that people can change someone. I think like they they are going to change if something really, I'm going to say important, not saying like something dramatic. I don't want to say that, but like something important, just like do that trigger to them, no?
Oh, okay. So if someone important triggers them, you
Triggers
mean?
them. Yeah.
Okay.
Something,
So it
someone, I
has.
don't know, something like whatever.
Mhm. Okay. So there's two things here. People can change, but if something important, relevant happens to them, no. And if the change comes from within. So it's not like, okay, I'm going to change Marce. I can change him. I know I can. This is bullshit. Okay.
Yeah.
People only change if it comes from within and if they really want to. This would be your point.
Yeah, and the point is just like because this means that you are going to be out of your comfort zone, not zone, sorry.
Mhm.
Um, so that's why I'm saying like you need something important that really waits, you know, like push you to change. Because if not, it's going to be, I don't know. I'm going to change this, but you're like trying to do one thing like 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and that's all. Like, okay,
Okay.
coming back because
Okay.
it's not really something that is like bothering you. Just like I'm going to change it. I don't care. It's like a thing of this like these things that we do in the beginning of the year, like
Ah, the
at the
New Year
least.
resolutions?
Yeah,
New Year resolutions, you mean?
exactly. So yeah, I'm going to go to the gym. Nice. I'm going to I don't know whatever. It's like this. This is like you know
Bullshit.
yeah, but this is like
Sorry.
coming from nothing. It's just like I have to do it or something like that. But it's not really that something that you want to do because it's not something that is really bothering you. That's why.
Okay. I see where you're going. So, yes, I see where this is coming from, but I also think that we are not talking about a kind of change that is also important, that is change that you do unconsciously. And this is the one that kind of really uh it's unconscious, but it's the one that you can see the most. So for example, you know how people tend to, I don't know, tell friends or family, please never change.
Yes. Okay. Do you think
Okay.
that's okay?
Okay, this is what I was going to bring to the table today. Like, okay, we're talking about people being like, yeah, okay, this year I'm gonna change, new year, new me. I'm going to go to the gym 5 times a week. I'm going to learn how to play an instrument. I'm going to learn another, and I'm going to, I don't know, find a boyfriend or girlfriend, whatever, which is, very unrelated thing.
Yeah.
Um, I don't actually believe in this kind of change just from, a new year resolution. I think that those things are a result, okay, of
Those are
something
goals.
stronger, something deeper. No, no, and yeah, 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 those are good. But very few people has the willpower to just, set a new year resolution and be like, okay, I'm a new person from now on. No, I think that what really happens is, and this is linked to what I was saying, is that we have some things in our life, okay, as you were saying, important things, maybe events, maybe we discover some new interest, maybe, I don't know, maybe we meet new people who can influence, I don't know, how we think, maybe we listen to opinions, and those are the real things that make us change. But it's not like from one day to another. It's a process and it takes time. So when I hear someone say someone else, never change, please never change, I get what they're meaning. They're meaning it in like, I like who you are today. But I don't think this is possible. I think people need to change, they need to evolve. Because if they don't do that, they could never mature. Boom.
So you think like it's related the maturity with the change?
I think maturity is part of change, and it brings you to, to who you are today as an adult. Because if you had never changed from when you were a teenager, you would still maybe be really impulsive or very dramatic, or I don't know, or you would worry about things that today you don't even think about. um I think that maybe maturity is like part of change or even a consequence of change. So yeah, we need to change. Of course, we have like our core values, like our essence, who we are, right? But we need to change. We actually change all the time.
Mm,
Agree or disagree?
okay, I understand like the point of people doesn't need. I don't think that people need to change. I mean, well, yes, okay, I can buy it because I was thinking to just like the change comes with the situation. You know, like you are going to change uh, while your life is happening. You know, because you need it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying like you don't need it because like need something is like being proactive. You know, like I'm going to change before something is happening. But that's something that I could say that can brings you some,
And bring you.
yeah, but like how it is, I don't I don't have it like this. I don't know.
Hey, we're it's fine
Anxiety,
because
anxiety. That's the word. Sorry.
anxiety. Bring
Yeah,
you
because
anxiety.
you are like trying to control things.
But maybe this is the real problem. Maybe the real problem is not change. The real problem is that you like to think that you're in control of things, and then if things change, you feel like you're not in control of the situation anymore. But again,
Yeah, you
for
have to
me,
change.
the problem is you're trying to control things that you can't control. So, okay, what you were talking about change, talking about maturity, you were wondering why would someone think like I'm pretty mature for myself, right? Like why would someone think like they have changed in that way so they feel more mature than the average person of that age, let's say.
Hmm.
Mm, I don't know. I was thinking about it because you brought that the other day, brought that up, and maybe it's because someone thinks that they have lived and they have been through so many things, the important events that we were kind of referring to, and that they have, I don't know, overcome certain things, and this is why they feel they are mature enough, or like they're more mature, than other people. I don't know.
But I don't know, like
I
for
don't know.
someone, for an average boy slash girl, like 16, 18, 20 years old, they really like, you know, have lived those important things that they are going to say, I am more mature than you.
Why you never know.
Because I know this, but the point saying that is the same thing. I was talking to you like this, like I was talking to you this like the other day
I was talking to you about this the other day.
about this the other day, and
Huh?
was like, what makes you what? The point here is what makes you think. What are you like comparing to? Say that, no, because I think that, or the context of this like sentence was uh dating, dating with people of their age. He
Mhm.
was like 22, I think, something like that. And he said that like more mature than people of my age. And this is like, why? No, they are like thinking about friends and partying and I don't know, video games, whatever. I don't know. Okay, what are you thinking about then? Say like I'm more mature than them. And in the second part is just like, why do you think that's something that is not like mature? Because for me, I can understand like saying people saying, yeah, they are like partying, they are like thinking about friends. Like you are at your 20s, you know?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? Like have a family? I mean, you can obviously. I'm not going to
No,
judge, but
I don't know.
22
Maybe at
boy, what are you going to do? Like obviously, what you want, like maybe you have like a relationship and it's okay for sure, but you have these other things
yeah.
that is around for your age, natural for your age. You can do it in your 30s, in your 40s, I don't know, whatever. If you feel it, go ahead. But that doesn't mean like
I
you are
think
not more mature than me, that I'm like
no.
spending time doing this or doing that.
To me, there is I mean, maybe there is misunderstanding between what is maturity and what is lifestyle. Because, for
Probably.
example, when I was 22, I had actually, it was my first job. You know about this, but just to give some context, I got a very pretty serious job. Like I move alone to another country. I was working at the time for a very big company. I had quite a lot of responsibility in my position. I was a sales manager, and I don't know. It felt like at that time I was definitely not thinking about friends or boyfriends or parties or anything like that. I had other problems. Basically, like I need to go grocery shopping, I need to clean my apartment, I need to make sure that my company car is in good condition because my boss will come with me and we'll have to do a visit together. I need to make sure my clients are happy, and basically my life was pretty much work centered. So I had nothing else than work, 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 work.
Mm,
Did that make me more mature than people my
exactly.
age? I don't know. I think it's just lifestyle. Because then, obviously, after a while, I quitted that job because that life was not for me and was not making me happy. Again, that's my case. Maybe someone else, I don't know, would have killed that job and they would have been like the best and really happy, but it was not my case. And that didn't mean that suddenly, what? I kind of like reversed my maturity and then I was not mature anymore. For me, maturity is about maybe thinking a little bit more about things, like giving them this second twist, seeing, trying to see different angles, listening more, having an open mind about things. I don't know, trying to live different life experiences, trying to get out of your comfort zone for sure, but at so many levels, it's not necessarily like, yeah, I only work. You know, I think I actually kept on maturing while, by moving to Australia alone, for example. And that had nothing to do with a serious job or like responsibilities. So maybe, I don't think about friends and parties. That's not maturity. That's just the lifestyle or like the way you choose to, I don't know, to spend your time and then to keep your thoughts on.
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily mature. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. So like that doesn't mean being being focused on the adult like life is not being
Yeah, like
mature.
adulthood. Yeah, it's not.
Exactly. So that's why I'm like I don't think that being more strict with, like with yourself or like not living the life that you are supposed to live for that age is something because for example we can say this like for people who is on your 30s and they expect to do something. If you don't want to do something, that means that you are not mature. Probably not. Like
Exactly.
expecting things. It's like being mature. Mature. I think like maturity starts from the eyes of the people who are like judging, and they're like projecting what means
Mhm.
maturity. But I don't know if like maturity also means like security or it is related. I don't know
Stability, you mean?
exactly.
Like stability equals Madrid? No, not at all. In my opinion, not at all. Like, yeah, again, you have a really good point there because if you decide not to have kids, are you being immature? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, no, you're in your 30s and you
You want to live.
choose to be single and not having kids. Are you being immature? I don't think so. So yeah, it has nothing to do with those steps. For me, it's more like, again, the being out of your comfort zone and trying new things and overcoming things, and also experiencing things. Not necessarily everything that makes you mature is trauma, but other things can make you mature. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know, but
the drama in your
it's
life,
a little bit.
like
Yeah,
more drama, more mature. Yeah, sure.
right. It's like it's not at all, not at all. But I do think that there is a misconception about this. So if you actively choose to, I don't know, travel the world and not get what people consider a serious job, then it's like, oh, look, so immature. That's bullshit, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Um, I don't know. You shouldn't be judging people like that. I think maybe it's more immature someone who, yes, um, has a very stable life, and it looks like um, they have everything figured out, but maybe they have never had to do anything for themselves. I don't know. Maybe they
Just,
have a very high economic comfort and they never had to struggle or get things for themselves.
mm,
I don't know.
like
I think it's
maybe
a very difficult concept, to be honest.
like maybe um being able to manage those, yeah, that instability, I think, probably maybe,
Instability or uncertainty, or both.
or say both, probably. I mean,
Both.
uncertainty is okay too. I like that
Yeah.
too. Yeah, for the sentence. But yeah, I think that could be the meaning, no? Like being able to do that, because that brings the security. That's why I'm saying that, because you are secure of yourself, that you are going to be able to manage this, the unexpected, for example. That's something that
Okay.
people maybe they are like more attracted to people who is like
Okay.
mature, because they know how to manage things.
Like they are self-confident.
Exactly.
So you see someone who is
Maturity is
self-confident
self-confidence.
and no. It's I think it's part of it. I think it's part of it, but you can do very immature things with a very high degree of self-confidence.
Yeah,
And that sometimes is a sign of I don't want to say stupidity, but
probably.
self-confidence. Self-confidence is great. Okay,
But why?
because yeah, but it's not a sign of maturity. Again, think about when you were a teenager. Sometimes, because okay, I have always been a very opinionated person
Okay,
since I was young. Okay, so when I was a
okay,
teenager, I could sit on a table and I could defend posture or something, and I was freaking confident.
perfect.
I was, but
But
that
during the mature,
didn't. But that didn't mean that what I was defending or the way I was saying things or the way I was seeing things was mature.
okay,
But the
so you are
self-confidence is
so
is your belief when you believe that what you're saying is the truth. Okay. For me, actually, this is quite the opposite. You're immature sometimes when you really think that what you believe, which is what you know, and what you know is very limited, is the absolute truth, and you're never open to listen to other opinions, other people. To me, this is actually a sign of immaturity.
I was going to ask you like how we just like manage this, because if you are really, we can say, maybe you are being mature to be able to, just like bring some, or maybe defend a topic, some resources, even though you are
Argument,
like,
like good argument.
exactly, without being like, you are a teenager, obviously, so without probably don't have like the
Without
reason,
probably having
having the reason.
okay, no, then it's before
Even it, so
without
it's a
being
part.
right, without probably being right. You don't have the reason. You are right
You
in
don't have a
English.
pressure here, sure.
Not at all. I just have to
um
like try to be like, yeah, be a teacher and
for
follow up with
those,
our conversation. So yeah. So basically, yeah, okay, you
without
can
being
you can
right,
defend an argument
but,
without being right, exactly.
but that doesn't mean like you are not mature.
No, no, no,
And that's
no.
what like
Exactly.
people changing through their lives.
Yes, but again, have you ever, now that we are not teenagers anymore, okay, let's see if maybe from this perspective, I can get through what I wanted to say. So sometimes you see young people and they are amazing, amazingly confident, okay, and
Mhm.
I think this is something that they should keep with them because again, it's rare, okay, but the ones who are, it's not like they are bad at argumenting things. They can be actually very good, very convincing. But what you see sometimes, in some cases, I don't want to generalize because, again, probably there are teenagers out there that have outlived me. Like they have lived
Yeah.
way more many things than I did. Okay, so I don't want to be like teenagers, no, but generally speaking, you see that they are very confident, but they are only thinking about their own experience, what they know. And if this is a very comfortable, for example, position as I don't know, European middle class teenagers, or I'm going to say more, European middle class white heterosexual teenagers. And this is not wrong. But then it's like you see that a lot of things that they are defending, a lot of perspectives that they have are super limited because maybe they have never been outside Europe, or maybe they are well traveled, but they've never um, met people who are actually from very different backgrounds and who think differently. So the arguments,
Mm.
their point of view, everything that they are defending, yeah, it might be true, but only for themselves or for like a very like limited group of people. I don't know. I
Maturity
think they
then
are lacking. They're
being
lacking the. They're lacking to. They're lacking the bigger picture. They're missing the bigger picture. Yeah,
okay.
of things.
So maturity is like being open-minded to everything.
Open-minded and to question yourself. For example, no, in those kind of topics that are really debatable, like um, should people that are immigrant, for example, and that come from other countries and they come, for example, to Spain, to France, I don't know, anywhere in Europe, in this case, just to put an example, where burqas or hijabs when living in a society that is like a Western society? Yes or no? Is it good or bad? What about at school? And then you see a teenager be like, no, 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 no. I'm against this because it's against women's rights. Okay, and that's it. That's all. That's how far they came into that argument.
That's the point.
My
That's why I
question is,
was.
have you ever talked to someone who has been born and raised in a, I don't know, in a Muslim country or in a country like, I don't know, that where burqas and hijabs? Have you ever talked to them? Have you ever had a conversation? Have you ever tried to understand their point of view before forming your own opinion about if this is good or bad? This is what I mean. They can be sure about something, they can be really self-confident, but it's like, what are you basing, where is this where is this self-confidence coming from? Why are you so sure? How can you be so sure?
But if
The older
they
I get,
really,
the older I am about
if
things. My
but if they still think like, okay, I'm going to, getting this all this information and talking with them, and still like thinking the same.
That's different.
Okay,
That's different because I can
okay,
see
okay.
that they've gone far, that they bring relevant examples, that they bring examples, conversations, situations that go behind what they know. I can see that, there's a second twist, there's a third twist. Because it's not about the end result, it's how you build your argument, how you, I don't know, why do you really think you can have a say in what's wrong or what's right? And why are you so sure about this? And if you see, I think that if you see people that are mature, oh no, I don't know if we can say that people are mature, but that it feels like they're mature talking about topics, they're going to give their opinion, but they're going to say, but I don't know, I'm not sure, I can't be sure, or maybe this needs more research, maybe, I don't know, there's no perfect way to improve this. You're not going to see 100% self-confidence and like straight to the point arguments. I don't know, at least it's how I feel about this.
I don't really
Do you
know
agree with
if
me?
we just like if we really like bring an answer. No, but it's okay. To be
Okay.
honest, either like either.
Okay, so tell me something, Marce. Tell me something
I mean,
interesting. Do you argument? Uh, do you share your arguments the same way today than when you were I don't know 13,
no,
14?
obviously not. I was so emotion driven.
That's a huge point. Okay, explain. Go in
um
there.
I was just like doing the yeah, I was doing the discussion, just like the argument from a selfish point of view about how I feel and about how I see it from that part. Like I'm not thinking about how I feel. No, I'm not thinking how I think. I'm thinking how I feel. I don't know if that makes
Oh,
sense.
okay,
Because
yeah.
I'm not really managing the point of. I'm not managing my emotions to be able to understand them and to be able to feel and think in a rational way. To just like compare.
Yeah.
So for sure, I wasn't able. I was so uh, heated. Yeah, I was so heated, like driving ocean person, like
So
so dramatic
can we
every
say,
time.
that you were reactive?
Yeah,
Like,
totally. Yeah,
okay, okay. So I think you just I think you just brought up like another criteria for maturity.
like in
If you
okay,
learn, if you're capable of managing, do you think that being capable, being able to manage your emotions, okay, has to do with maturity?
yeah, true.
There we go. Another criteria. It's not that you stop feeling things, huh? Careful. You feel
Now,
things.
yeah, sure.
You're, you can feel all kind of things like hate, like I don't know, jealousy, like anger. But you feel all of them. But it's just like you're not that reactive anymore. And I think this is a really really good point for maturity.
Also, like the point of being able to understand. I think the point is understand them, trying to know where is this coming from, to analyze it, and not
Understand who? Sorry, you said understand them who
myself.
teenagers.
No, no,
Ah
myself.
ah ah. So
Why I'm reacting this way, no?
okay. Why
And that
am I reacting this way?
where am I? Yeah, okay, verdad. You're right. Um, so yeah, like being able to understand why am I feeling like this. This is so like it's it's way, because I hear this I why I am thinking like this, not like why am I thinking like that, whatever. I listen to that like from series and films, you know. This
Yes,
do
because maybe
you
they were
do whatever, like they don't really a lot.
because sometimes it might not be a question. You're saying things in a question format.
Okay.
Like, why am I thinking like this? But then you can maybe you have heard uh I'm thinking like this because, or the reason why I'm thinking like this is different because this is not a question format.
Disagree, but okay.
Disagree. Okay, whatever.
So
We can agree to disagree. No, but really, I get what
yeah,
you mean. Yeah, like you are more reactive. Yeah. Okay. So
I
so
was.
far,
And
so
I still
far,
I still am.
criteria for maturity. Criteria for maturity. So far, what have we what have we come up with so far?
Yeah, just to close this because yeah, time
Yeah, we're
is
running out of time.
timing is up. um
We're running out of time. Yeah. So what can we? Okay, maturity. What can determine maturity?
Being able
What,
to manage things, not like being able to, maybe the point of saying that you are more mature than other people is being is a signature of you are not being so mature, because you are like projecting to other people that you are mature but you don't know, so you maybe should like, you know think about
okay,
that a
like
little bit.
maybe.
um
Okay, so this one is it's true, but it's maybe like more like a detail, like like a detail
I
because
don't
it's
know, I
just
was just
something that
like
you say.
trying to bring this all the time.
Yeah,
I don't
bring
really
it
like
back
this.
to where it started.
But
To
yeah,
bring it back to where it started.
just to
Yeah. So
being
basically,
able to manage your emotions,
mhm,
and just to
better
understand that you probably are not right of everything that you are talking
about everything you talk
about
about.
everything talking.
Okay. So
I think that's
yeah, Okay,
Could be
so
like so many different like point of views to maturity.
yeah, and I'm
So
sure that we're missing a bunch of them. I'm sure
yeah,
that we're missing still many points of view and many reasons. And I don't know if people want to share at some point. I don't know, maybe on the comments, what do they think?
right.
I've always wanted. I've always wanted to do like that. Sorry,
Okay, so
I'm,
YouTuber
I'm making,
material, yeah.
yeah, yeah. We're so far,
People want to
but
that I leave America.
But the thing
Maybe
is,
you can.
if people think that no, to me, being mature means this, or maturity relates to this, it would be great to know because in a very random and improvised conversation, what we could come up with is this, okay? Being able to manage your emotions better, which I think is something that it's an ongoing learning thing. Like you keep learning this. Uh, even when you are like on your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, basically all your life. I mean, those are things that you can master. So, you keep always learning about them. And then just, yeah, questioning what you know, questioning your experiences and trying to see a bigger picture when discussing topics. I don't
Probably
know
like
if that.
maturity is like learning all the time. Probably at that moment you are going to realize that maybe you are not right, or maybe you are right, but you have like different resources to say it. Like yeah, just to, or
Yeah.
maybe just to create a different like answer. I don't know.
It's basically realizing how little you know about everything.
Yes, I think that's
And
the
this
question.
has personally happened to me, yeah? To be like, I know about this, or I'm quite confident about, and then you see, I don't know, you start reading things and listening to podcasts, or I don't know, or just having conversation with people who are like older, or I don't know, into other fields, and then you're like, okay, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. I don't
Okay,
know, but it's so. Listen,
so
I think that's all for today, right?
yeah, we're going to close this. Going to stop to record just to people if they want to share their things, their thoughts on the comments. or if they won't like for us like talking about another topic, just leave it on the
Yeah,
comments and we'll
yeah.
read it for sure. Like probably there are not a lot of people, so I'm going to read all the comments.
Yeah,
Uh
we are.
so let's see. Thanks to you all and see you in the next time.
Yeah, see you next time and have a great weekend.
Yeah, love you. Bye.
Bye. Bye bye.